Hey everyone, so I just got finished going through all of your messages for the week, um, and I thought I would share a couple of thoughts that I had just coming from a lot of your guys' questions and comments. So first of all, auto grader stuff. All right, a lot of you guys had questions about your assignments, feeling like you didn't get a fair grade on your auto grader. Go ahead and look at this video that I posted this morning on that. There's a document here that's in the syllabus. Okay, that's really all you need, but if you want to watch this video for more clarification, that is how I'm going to have you guys dispute your autograder grades. Okay. Now, what I really wanted to talk to you guys about was organization. Okay. Um, a lot of you guys were talking about, HTML is really new. How you're going to like learn all this stuff. How you're going to remember all the tags. The short of it is you're not going to right up front. Okay. It just takes time. It is a new language and it takes time. I frequently find myself Googling things, even though I've been doing this for years. Um, but one thing that's really helpful is organizing all of your code, saving all of your code. All right. So one tip that I gave a while back was to, when you see code in the book, go ahead and just copy and paste it into a text editor so that you can actually run it. If I go into here, oh, here we go. Let me close that. All right. So here's a chunk of code. Let's say I wanted to run this in my text editor. All I have to do is just copy it, come over to my text editor, and I'm going to come into cit160. Notice how I have all my code set up right here. I have code for each chapter, and then inside of each chapter, I have my assignments, all right, and then other exercises from the end of the chapter. So this is for chapter 4. So I'll just put in a new file right here saying book example 2, or something like that. I actually don't know which one it is, but I'll save it by hitting Control S, and then I can right click on this, hit copy path, go to my browser, Control T to open a new tab, and then I'll paste it and run it. And here is the file. Water's delicious. Indeed it is. Okay, so I can see it running. All right, and this is huge because then I can see what all this code is actually doing. I can change up things to be like, oh, well, I wonder what happened if I actually had 2 alerts. How would that run? I can hit refresh, hit message. Oh, it popped up the alert again. Okay, so this is really helpful. All right. In addition to that, these videos, let me pull up our video spreadsheet real quick. For dealing with the developer tools, this is huge, all right, because I can see every single HTML element inside of the browser while it's running. I can even edit them, and I can see errors that come up in here. Okay, so we're going to start going into these developer tools a lot. So if I come back over here and I hit F12, here's the body. I can see my JavaScript code right here. And then I also teach how to use these 3 tabs, how to interact with these things. So this is really helpful as well. Okay. So organizing your code, saving your code. So if I was like, wow, how did I do that pop-up window, or how did that example from the book do it? And I can just go in here and be like, okay, cit160 chapter 4, and here's that example. Oh, it was alert. It's the alert function. And I can see the syntax for how to do everything. All right, so that's really helpful. Using comments. All right, look at all these comments in here. This is a really good example. If I look at this right here, I have a few comments. Okay, notice I say this isn't a comment because that's a JavaScript comment. It works in here inside the script tag, but not inside the body tag for the HTML. That's a little confusing. But I do want you to use lots of comments, okay? Especially because, if for this, maybe I didn't remember what alert did. I could just say, this is how to do a pop-up with JavaScript or something like that, just so that I know when I come back and look at it, if I want to see how I did something in the past, I can go back and look at it. All right, another quick tip for you. Anything that you guys write, including all of your assignments, you're allowed to bring to all of your tests in this class. So the more organized your code is and the more commented your code is, the better. Okay, let's see, not that. This, so, all right, JavaScript, I said prepare here, not to like make you feel like it's some horrible thing, but just a lot of you guys were feeling a little bit overwhelmed with HTML last week. And now we're diving into JavaScript. So we spend like a week on HTML in this entire course, and then we go into JavaScript and we never really look back. All right, so luckily, the majority of what you will do the rest of the semester, you already did last week, as far as HTML is concerned, okay? But as you start seeing these things and we introduce this script tag where we're gonna have JavaScript, just remember, all the JavaScript will be inside the script tag. Everything else in this document is HTML, okay? But it is a little bit to wrap your head around, okay? So just be patient with yourself. Try to do your work earlier in the week rather than later, so that I can answer questions before the weekend, because usually I only work for a couple hours early Saturday morning, and then I'm done. So with that said, those are my tips, okay? And kind of my general feedback to all of you as a whole, based on your guys' journal entries. So I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the class, and I will look forward to talking to you all soon.